Hello, people. I just wanted to come on here and talk about peace because it is such a rare commodity in this day and age. Can you find peace in yourself? Can you find peace in your inner calm? And peace is about finding a sense of oneself as opposed to the world around you. The world around you may be hectic, it may be scary even, and it may be threatening. But if you can find that inner calm, that sense of being safe in oneself, safe in your little space wherever you are, you can breathe better, you can be happier, and you can love yourself more. I think that peace is about inner calm and being fine with where you're at in life. No matter where you're at, you can be content. I was content in my tent. And I learned to live with that inner peace. Everybody thought it was funny. They used to stop me on the street and ask me, how can you have such joy in your life in the coldest winter on record and your husband's dead? You know, well, it really had nothing to do with whether or not my husband was alive or not. I was me, and I could be whoever I wanted to be. I could feel however I wanted to. And that's basically how I got over how I got over the fact that, I was not a wife anymore. So the next thing I want to say is, if you have that contentment in yourself and you know that you are enough and that you are all that you need, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter what's going on in your life, you can still find contentment in yourself and in doing what you know that you're supposed to be doing and that at that time in your life. And just putting one foot in front of the other and moving on and moving forward, or even if you're not moving forward, even if you're just sitting still, even if you feel like you're going backwards, you can still know that you are doing the best you can with what you have, and that's all that's expected of you. Like me, here I am, I'm on YouTube, and I always thought, well, who is going to listen to me? I'm a toothless old lady with a face full of wrinkles I can barely see, and who's going to listen to me? But my people, they pushed me. They said, you've got such good things to say, just start talking. Well, I did a little bit more than that, I can't just get up here and just start talking, and I am actually beginning to overcome my stage fright, So I'm contented with myself. I'm happy with where I am and with what I'm doing, and I'm happy with just being by myself. And that's something that I thought I would never be able to be alone by myself. I mean, I was frightened, and I carry this poker face. I don't want anybody to know that I'm scared to be alone. Now I'm used to it, but back then it was rough, you know? So now I have acceptance. I have acceptance of where I am, what I'm doing, who I have in my life, and who I don't have in my life. I still accept it. I accept the fact that people have to do what they have to do, and so do I. And if that means going on without them in my life, either way, if they counted me out or maybe I counted them out, that's fine too, So with, I can take a walk down the street and just enjoy the fresh air and the sunshine and hear the birds chirping, and I can be happy with that. There's nothing wrong with being happy where you're at. There's nothing wrong with being sad where you're at, but it's all in a state of mind. I can understand mourning and grief, but hanging on to mourning and grief just drags you down even further. I had to learn to feel it. Feeling it was really hard. And after I felt it, I then got tired of feeling that way. And I decided that it was time to get back on my feet and start running. Well, I can't really run, but I could walk as fast as I could, far away from the feeling of where I was at then. And even though I remained in the same place physically, mentally, I was way far ahead. So I want people just to know that whatever you're going through, no matter what it is, no matter what it seems like, it's only temporary. It's something that you could look back on and realize what you learned from that point in your life. It's like, in my homelessness, I learned to rely on God. I learned to trust and to have faith and to keep moving forward no matter what happens, like I said, And now that I am housed, I know after 8 years, now that I am housed, I know that nothing is going to ever be as bad as that again, as long as I work to keep it. Once I have it, I got to work to keep it. And that's just as hard as getting off the street sometimes, but it's easier than going back on the street. So, and I know that there's people out there who have been on the street. Maybe you're still on the street. You just got to have faith. You got to trust the process. You got to know that wherever you are, there is always a way out, even though it doesn't seem like it. And if you have problems with, where you're at mentally, emotionally, or physically, stick around, because I want to help you. I want to make the world a better place, and I want to help people so that they know where they're going and what they're doing, even if they don't. You have a wonderful day, no matter what's going on, and I will post again later. Bye.